channel, his Tube of You.
And we are doing a podcast with him if you want to jump over there to see the full thing.
Then you can actually see Richie.
Or you can just watch us talk to Richie without hearing him, which is also a mood.
That's kind of a weird mood, I feel like, just to kind of listen to one side of a conversation. But I mean, you do you.
Thank you, mood.
That's true. Yeah. And we are live on YouTube now.
Yes. I want to go to Mood. We didn't do that. We're supposed to go to Mood to go buy a button, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. Mia has this dress. It was her mom's in the 1980s. She was wearing it, and it had one of these big decorative buttons,
it's
like the real big
velvet
ones.
and fitted in his giant puff sleeve.
It's the most quintessential 80s
and it
dress.
Is definitely like a size 0 to a size 2. The fact that I fit in it is peaked.
Well, she got into it, and then she broke the button off the back.
Immediately.
So we decided we needed a new button, and then we decided. Because Chattanooga now has daily flights to Newark on Spirit.
that we would choke
hey,
that down.
We are live, so let's not trash on another company.
I mean, well, we wanted to go to Mood for one day. We were going to fly up in the morning and go to Mood, the fabric store from
the one that they go to on Project Runway.
Project Runway, and Tim Gunn always says thank you, Mood, and it's very exciting. And so we were going to go get a button from Mood, like that was the whole thing.
Yeah,
and we just didn't do it, not yet. Now we got to do that.
And then they always say bye, Swatch, because there's a little dog named Swatch. I don't know if Swatch is still alive.
I hope so. Oh no.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the intro really quickly. So, greetings, readers and travelers, and welcome to another episode of Chattin' Stats. My name is Richie Stevens, your lovely host for this amateur podcast. I don't know what you want to call it, but today we have a very special episode because we are sitting down with DCC superfans Ginger and the Foxes. Liz, Mia, how are you lovely ladies tonight?
So good.
Very well. Thank you for asking.
That is great to hear. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We are so excited to be doing this episode. Joel is sad he couldn't make it. He is asleep. So
he is asleep.
He works third shift.
Watch out.
So I didn't think it was going to be that funny. Jeez. Anyway,
I mean,
there are some ground rules for working with me. And the first is do not make a joke while I am drinking anything. You will get spit on.
Yes.
That's right.
No, actually, you won't. I will. So please don't do that.
No, now I'm going to do it. I'm going to wait for the right moment. And then I'm going to say the most heinous shit possible. Anyways.
We are going to fight, sir. Okay.
You haven't fought me yet, which is surprising because I'm a pain in the ass. Anyways. So we can wait a few more minutes to see if we can get a few extra people in here. We got a few viewers at the moment. So welcome, everyone. I hope you are enjoying the show so far. And Liz, how are you today? I know I already asked that, but I'm going to ask it again. So,
Well, we're doing fairly well considering Liz has been up since 5 in the morning, something along those lines?
4:45 Eastern time. It was 3:45, but I was in Boise, Idaho this morning. I went yesterday for a job, flew up to Boise. It was great. They have potatoes there.
We like potatoes. So, potatoes are very good.
I like potatoes. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. And it's like homecoming weekend at, I guess, Idaho State.
I don't know.
Boise? I don't know. Whatever the school is in Boise, it's homecoming weekend. There's a big game. And so I ended up staying at kind of a weird hotel that was like next to a truck stop, which was super weird, but it was like the only one available. So that was like a whole thing. It was great.
Oh, that sounds like an adventure and a half.
Yeah. I mean, most of my job is an adventure, like all the time. I never know what I'm doing, where I'm going. So, yeah. Adventure.
We love a good adventure.
Real quick to let them know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Can we tell TikTok what's going on really quick?
So for everybody who is joining our live on TikTok, we are actively doing a podcast with Richie.
Chattin' Stats. That's what it's called.
The Chattin' Stats podcast. It's streaming on YouTube live now. So if you're joining us on TikTok, we recommend that you jump over to that.
Find us on the Tube of You. Yes.
You can also see and hear Richie rather than just hear our side of the conversation.
Because we probably sound a little bit crazy like we're talking to ourselves, but I promise Richie is like right here.
So just jump over to the YouTube if you're joining us on TikTok live.
Yay!
Which Kenneth should have a link. I sent it to him on Discord so he can post it in the chat. I don't know if it'll let him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And IT, aka Kenneth, has dropped that link into the TikTok live chat.
So check it out. And then you can actually see Richie too, which would be great.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have to see me. I'd appreciate it if they saw me because I look gorgeous today. Anyways.
You look so gorgeous.
I'm rocking my Etherville publishing.
Yeah, you have like the whoosh.
Yeah, my hair's always looking good. That's my
So it's always Liz's.
Not always.
Yours looks great too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's,
It really depends on what weather I am approaching in what state to what my hair is going to do. Chicago summers, peak hair. Chicago winters, awful.
Really?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mine's just normally long and frizzy, so it stays.
If you put me anywhere near a body of water, I get really small ringlet curls, which is amazing. Because I thought I had wavy hair. And I'm pretty sure that it's actually curly, and I just destroy it on a daily basis.
Oh, no, mine's naturally curly. So I know this because I cut my hair when I was, I think, 12 or 13. So, like formative years, like young teenager, I cut my hair. It was really long like this. It's like, it's past my waist right now. It's super long. And I cut it up to my shoulders because, as one does as a teenager, you're experimenting. And my hair went from here to like Little Orphan Annie fro. It was a disaster. I cried. I tried to put my hair in a ponytail and my ponytail was this long and I sobbed. This was like, it was bad. It was bad. And it was like late 90s. So I had to learn how to do like the butterfly clips, but I just ended up with like butterfly clips and a big puffy, like round, awful.
I did do breakup hair once in my life and it was about this short. So I had to become a headband person because it was the only thing that would keep my hair out of my face.
I had one of those really scary, like torture looking headbands from like the late 90s that are like the spikes that you like stuck into your hair and they came back. Yeah. I'm going to have to find some pictures of that era of my life. It was terrible.
But that's where all my like designer, very large headbands came from. Amazing. I had to become a headband person.
Yeah, mine was like the cheap dollar store. You got a pack of 4. And I stuck it on, like you'd have to put it around your neck and then like spike your hair like back. It was a whole thing. It was a 90s vibe. I got to show pictures of that. It was great. Anyway.
Yeah, I got to see those pictures. But
I'll find them. It's amazing. I'll find them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's start with your guys' journey into Lit RPG. Obviously, you kind of started with one of the greatest of all times. Don't let Matt Dinneman hear me say that.
I mean, it was a book club with our friend Emily. She had mentioned this book like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, so the way that our book club works is whoever picks the book also hosts book club, and then everybody makes food that's like on theme to the book, or at least that's the way that it was working. And we would just popcorn. There were probably about 15 of us, and we would popcorn to different houses. And Emily had asked to do this book like 3 to 5 times and kept getting passed over for other people.
Yeah, like other people.
Books,
yeah.
Just based on like timing or holiday when people are going to be traveling or available. So at some point, Kenneth finally put his foot down and was like, we're doing this one. We're doing Emily's book. And we were doing it at Mia's house, and we're like, this is the one.
It was like end of discussion kind of thing. So we're all like, all right, this is what we're doing.
Kenneth knew nothing about the book, and she had prefaced it with, because our book it was really like fantasy / romantasy / we drove down like the smut rabbit hole. So she had said, this is not a smutty book. It's lit RPG. I know you don't know what that is, although half the same group had done Dungeons and Dragons here. Yeah. So she knew that she had some of an audience in our book club, so she thought it would be fine. But as soon as Kenneth was like, that's the one, he then had the bright idea to go see what book it was. And then he went, God, Emily, like, please don't let me have gone off on a limb for you for this to ruin book club, for it to be like some weird thing.
It ended up being so great. So we have a month in between book clubs.
Okay.
And in the month between book clubs, I listened to, because I always do audiobooks because I travel a lot. It's easier because I have to drive sometimes. And obviously I can't be holding a book while I'm driving.
Right.
And so I listened to book 1 through 6 in that month. Like I slant all of them. And
the time that I read the first book, Liz and Kenneth had gone through the first 6 that were out on audiobook.
And it was incredible. And then the 7th one was coming out. So like we got, the copy, we have the paper, actually it's right here, the paperback copy of This Inevitable Ruin.
Love it.
Love it. Started reading that and was like absolutely instantly addicted.
But it caught on so well that for this book club, we ended up making like little loot boxes.
Yes. Oh, I wish we still had one of those. We had like we went to Michael's and got like the little wooden, like the little cheap wooden, like actual little loot boxes.
And then Kenneth had us buy like little charms from Michael's and Hobby Lobby. It's basically so that he could give each of our friends awards and roast them.
We got the new achievements.
Like new achievements.
Yep.
It was amazing.
And then, of course, the loot boxes had, the chocolate gold coins and crawler biscuits and torches, flashlights, mana potions, which were just, shots.
We went all out. It was pretty great.
It was amazing. So it just, it caught on. And then we did a video, about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and it got like 30,000 views. And we were like, there's an audience for this. And we liked it. And then Mia had, started listening to the rest of them. So we're like, okay. So we started doing Dungeon Crawler content. And then I guess we attracted you at some point because you started following.
Yeah. When you guys started doing the DCC content, like it obviously popped up and I was like, oh, cool. So I liked one of the videos and then they kept popping up more and more. And I was like, all right, well, I got to show some love, especially for lit RPG content. So I was like, I'm just going to hit that follow button because I'm very particular about like following people because I'm like, I am always afraid I'm going to come off as weird. And then I'm like,
for following a stranger, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and then like, because like the way the algorithm works is once you hit follow, you'll get a lot more of their videos. And I was like, well, damn it, I don't want them to think I'm going back and liking a random videos. It's like,
sure,
that one person that would go and like look at your Instagram account and then scroll all the way back to.
But we do get that a lot with you, so I appreciate that you didn't want to come off as that guy.
That's funny.
Exactly.
I like that, though.
Yeah, because that goes into our next topic here in a second. But no, you guys started doing this, and I was like, "This is awesome!" And I was like, "Well, I know Matt, so I got to start tagging him so that way he can see these videos." And I guess he got attracted to the videos at some point because when we were at Lit RPG Con, I was like, "Matt, you know Ginger and the Foxes, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "They did a video about like coming to Lit RPG Con," and he goes, "Oh," and I showed him the video. He goes, "All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can get him here." So I shoved a camera in his face. I put a microphone on his chest and was like, "Go." And that's how.
And I know that we've told that story before, but we were making this content, and Liz, because she travels for work, happened to be in Arizona, which is close enough to Denver, where Kenneth was like, "Liz,
fly to Denver." That was the joke.
Make a video saying that we will cough up the money to send her to Denver to go to Lit RPG Con if the Matt Dinneman invites her. And so within like 30 minutes of
me posting the video, because I was in my hotel room in Phoenix and it was just like a joke. And it's like, you should do this. And I was like, well, that's ridiculous, but fine. So, made the video, took a shower, was ordering Uber Eats, and Kenneth called and he's like, well, change your ticket. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, check TikTok. And within 30 minutes, you had seen the video and you and Matt had filmed the video to get us there. So I changed my ticket. I booked Mia's ticket. She booked a hotel. We were here.
I think I saw the video. Like we were all sitting down at the bar, like area at the Grand Hyatt. And it was like opening ceremony had just ended. We were all kind of like just getting together, seeing everyone, saying hi. And I was talking with, who was I? I think I was talking with Rachel Niekirk at that point. And I had been like, "Rachel, I'll be right back." Ran over to Matt, shoved the phone in his face. And he goes, "All right, let's do this real quick. It's, I guess I could do this." Because Matt hates when I ask things of him. He gets mad.
But it's Matt.
Not really.
Matt loves me, I think. I don't know. We'll find out.
We have decided that Matt is that guy that we all know where you think that he's a total asshole, but actually
he's like super nice.
Just a teddy bear and has a heart of gold.
Mostly.
Yeah. It's Kenneth.
Yeah, it's like Kenneth.
That's fair.
Happens.
That's fair. So obviously we got you both out to Lit RPG Con, which was an absolute blast. And I had the grand pleasure of taking you around, introducing you to people. So what was it like when you guys got to Denver? Because obviously you're meeting up with a random stranger off the internet. So
we're doing exactly what my mother told me not to do in chat rooms way back in the day.
Yeah. So I will say we had been preparing to go to Dragon Con. So we had like some semblance of outfits sort of kind of in the preparation stage for cosplaying for Dragon Con. So I was a little nervous because I had a cat suit, like a legit cat suit, and I was ears and a tail, that I was walking down the downtown streets of Denver, going to meet a strange guy that we had never actually met in person. And so all of Liz's like scary dog energy was going to make sure that we didn't get, attacked or thrown into a van.
I will tell you that Travel Liz is very different than regular Liz. Travel Liz is mean and has like, I'm trying, like, it's resting bitch face, but like in the most aggressive way possible. Like, I feel very much like Ellie in the club after she speared the woman with the icicle, and then she yells at the dwarf and she's like, "Hey, you giving me the hairy eyeball?" Like, that's me when I'm traveling. Like, I feel like I'm very aggressive. I'm already a bigger person. Like, I'm very tall. I'm not little. I'm a big person. So I feel like when I'm traveling, I just like, that's the energy you're getting. And I already told Mia, like,
here's our plan. If Richie,
I said, if this guy ends up being a freak, this is what we're doing. Like, we had a plan in motion to get away and to fly home, but you turned out to be one of the most lovely people we've ever met. And so not only did we not leave right away, we extended our trip and we stayed through Sunday as well, because we were going to leave Saturday night.
Yeah.
Or Sunday morning. We were going to fly out Sunday morning. But we had such a good time, and like, we met so many people and had so much fun. We stayed through. We left Monday.
Yeah.
So.
And not knowing what to expect of Lit RPG Con, I think one, because Lit RPG, but also because it was the first one.
Yep.
I was very happily surprised by how well organized it was, how many vendors there were, how many authors there were to actually like talk to and get to know. Because I had been going to Chicago TARDIS, which is a Doctor Who like con around Thanksgiving for like 15 years. And that is almost, I would say, like half or a quarter of the size as Lit RPG Con, which is wild.
And I have been to a lot of cons. I've been to a lot of really big cons. I've been to a lot of really small cons. And so for this to be the first year of something like Lit RPG, which honestly is such a new genre, like just compared, to like obviously fantasy books and different, like it's such a new genre. And for the con to have been so well put together, so organized, and so fun. Like, there were so many activities, there were so many panels, there was a lot happening, but we still got to see everything. Like, it was big, but not overwhelming. There was a lot of vendors, but I don't know, like Dragon Con, going through the vendor hall.
Overwhelming.
Yep. I can do one day at Dragon Con and I'm done. I don't want to do much more.
I think that's a general consensus, especially after how successful Lit RPG Con was and everything. Like, I only did Dragon Con for 2 days, and it was more like a day and a half because I got there at like 11 on Saturday. And I don't know if it's burnout or overstimulation, but it's like I shut down quick.
Overstimulation is what it is.
There's just so much, and
But and like also like for the booth panels and everything for like Shadow Alley, Athon, they're on 2 different levels of the vendor hall. And they're in the same spot every year. So I know exactly how to get there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I can navigate to this floor. They're in the back corner for Shadow Alley. Go say hi to them, then go up to Athon and then get out. That's all I do in the vendor hall is I go and see them. And then I dip because, one, I'm not coming home with a bunch of stuff. I don't have con money like that. I just go and get my
Understood.
books and I dip. And then I see everyone at the West End. But
that makes sense.
For how Lit RPG Con was, it was very well organized. And Rec even put in the comments, shout out to Geneva and Emily. They did an amazing job with this.
Yes.
And their whole team,
so good.
they absolutely killed it. Shout out to Legion Publishers. Shout out to Sound Booth and Matt Denneman and the rest of the sponsors. They absolutely killed it with this con. It felt like strangers who were family. It was so cool to see everyone who loved a genre as much as I did and get to meet people who have been watching the show for a few years in person, like people I've interacted with in the Facebook groups, and I got to meet them in person. And like, this was the first time I was meeting some of the authors that were there. Like I'd been talking with them for years. So like Jack Fields, I got to meet Jack Fields in person for the first time. And I almost cried when I first saw him. Because I was like, I love Jack. He's one of my favorite people. Him and I send voice messages to each other on Facebook all the time. And he's like, hey, I just hope you're having a great, wonderful day, you beautiful bastard. And I'm just like, I love Jack. Sweet. So I got to meet him in person. And then our interview got corrupted because the mics and my old phone didn't like
Let me ask you something. Speaking of Jack Fields, what is up with there being a bunch of Americans and then Irishmen?
Yes.
What's the deal? What is it about like this genre that only attracts the Irish and the Americans? I'm very confused.
There's people from all over the world, like Benjamin Carey.
Well, we're part of the UK Lit RPG group.
If we met for like 2 people from Great Britain, we met like 5 people from like Ireland.
Yep.
And then everybody else was an American.
Oh, there are quite a few Irish people. Irishmen that work with Legion Publishers. So you have R.A. Cooper, you have Brian J. Norton, Rachel Niekirk, Jack Fields. God, I'm trying to figure out who else. There's so many authors.
So all the roads lead to the publishing house is what you're saying.
For that specific group, yes.
Got it.
Okay. Makes sense.
Shout out to Legion. We love Legion. They are amazing.
We love Legion.
Except Geneva hates me. If I don't shave. Oh, Geneva. If I have facial hair, Geneva's like, nope, I'm gonna shave it off, or you can go shave it off. Which one's gonna be?
I'm gonna leave that alone, but I will say that you look very, very good right now, Richie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's the baby face.
It is the baby face. I do have a very, very babyish face, so I know I look 12. That's great. It's okay.
I'm jealous. I love it.
But
as an old lady, I have crow's feet now, so you can't see under all the lights.
Well, if you just didn't move your forehead.
Okay, not everybody can be as cool as Mia and just like dedicate literally 1% of your brain all the time to not moving your forehead.
I move my forehead constantly. I can't help it.
I'm very expressive, especially if I think you're being like really stupid and I give you the
raised eyebrows.
Right.
Well, I can't raise my eyebrow. That's the thing. I can't do the one. But I can raise both of them, or I can squint them. But I can't do like The Rock where he raises one. I can't do that. Nope, doesn't work. Am I doing it?
No, but you're so adorable for trying.
I tried really hard. It didn't work. So
all right, we're just gonna hold on, Richie. Before we get into the next topic, I just want to go back to our TikTok live. For anybody who is joining us now, we are actually on YouTube with Richie on his podcast, which is called
Chat and Stats.
So if you're joining us and wondering what is happening, he is on the other line live on YouTube. So if you would like to jump to that, Kenneth, aka IT, has put the link in the chat. And you can join us live on YouTube.
And then you can see Richie, and he looks great. So we recommend doing that.
But I'm sorry, Richie, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just going to say, like, what was like one of your favorite things about Lit RPG Con? Like, obviously, you got interviewed other than me, and you got to meet Joel.
Than you, of course.
Joel's okay. And we got to go to Goth Hooters, which was
peak. We went to Goth Hooters.
For anyone who's wondering what Goth Hooters is, it's Bombshells.
It's called Bombshells.
Which it's a Hooters, but they dress in like black black.
There's fishnets and black like mini skirts and black leather boots.
They're like sports or football uniform looking things. Kind of.
Yeah. I was gonna say like really military-esque.
I don't know, but
it's kind of military-esque. Maybe. It was Goth Hooters. We went there.
Now going to be our annual place now for when we go to Lit RPG.
I love it when my ideas become an annual.
That was
fantastic. Mia decided that's where we were going to eat, and then we drug like 10 people with us. We're like, let's go, everybody, Goth Hooters. And
I am a great influence.
You did get to go, Kyle. Kyle was there. He sat at the end of the table near me.
Well, he was saying he's got a dip, but yes, we
amazing.
He did get to join us, and that was a really fun time. Like we just
wasn't it his birthday? Whose birthday was it?
It was his birthday weekend. I don't remember if we went on his actual.
I think it was because, I think I remember it being
we sang happy birthday to him.
Yeah, we did. That happened.
And then we had to dip out quick because Shirtaloon was doing his He Who Fights with Monsters thing. So
yes. Yeah. So to answer your question, Richie, besides meeting you and besides going to Goth Hooters, I think that my favorite part is we met Brian, and he had said like, somebody rescue me if this panel doesn't go well. And
we were going up the escalator and we turned around and he was down escalator from us. So we yelled down to him, how are you?
Yeah. So we were like, I will rescue you. And the signal is caca. And the reason why that is because I saw the movie Robots at a Formidable Year, and the signal was caca. And so when the panel actually turned on him,
all of the guys turned on him on the panel, and he was just up there going, wait, what? And Mia.
So I did caca to rescue him. And there's just like a pause, and then he had to explain why someone had caca'd in the audience, and it was to come to his rescue.
That was amazing. That was great.
So that was my favorite part.
We appreciate Mr. Brian J. Norton in this chat, even though he thinks my name is stupid. I just have beef with a lot of authors. Okay, so in Quest Academy, like when he was writing book 2, he was like, hey, if you want to be featured in the book, like drop your hero name and what like class you would want to be. So I was like, I'll drop my Dwarven Paladin's name that I use for D&D, which is Richdolphus Ironblood. I was like, make him a defender. That's cool. And he goes, that name is so stupid. So in book 2 and 3, he makes a comment about how stupid and weird the name is. And he's like, Rich, it's supposed to be superheroes, not fantasy. I was like,
so much.
So Brian and I have a love-hate relationship, and
that's literally amazing.
One of my favorite people of all time. So I guess I can give him some love.
I love that so much. Well, I'm the DM for our group when we like now very rarely get together for Dungeons and Dragons. But it gets wild.
But it's pretty fun. It's our group, like a lot of us.
Everyone wants to be the main character.
We're all the main character. And then when all of us get together, and then of course it goes off the rails, like the people who want to be like super serious about it get frustrated. And then Kenneth is fireballing everything and just like causing utter chaos. It's amazing. Like our D&D campaign has gone off the rails. Somebody's trapped in an extra dimension.
Yeah, so our friend Ellie,
she's still in an extra dimension. We lost her.
She is much younger than the rest of the group, and therefore has a lot more energy to talk. And so sometimes when it gets overwhelming, we give her a special quest. Said special quest is trapped her in another dimension, so she's got to play by herself,
which is awful. But I mean, and we love her; she's great. But she got trapped in an extra dimension.
We did a campaign once for Curse of Strahd, and our DM, he started with like the abandoned house, and like you see the 2 children in the forest, and they're like, "Hey, you need to go rescue our little sister. She's in that house over there." And I'm like, nah, these kids are evil. I don't like this.
Ew.
And one of the players and I got trapped in the attic where the bassinet was for one of the kids. Yeah. And it possessed one of my friends. And my initial reaction was fireball the crib. Not, hey, maybe do some divine intervention. No, it was fireball the crib.
Fireball is an outdoor spell, Richie. I don't know if you know that or not, but Mordecai was very clear with Donut. That is an outside spell. So I have to be very clear with you.
Fireball is just to whom it may concern. It doesn't matter the proximity.
Okay.
I feel like that's not right.
We've got a friend, his name is Ben, shout out Ben, who decided, this is the first time that we've run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign and that most of us have played. And he, of course, decided to be a wizard because, he had to pick the most complicated thing.
Literally the most complicated.
And so he once set off a fireball and killed half the party because, that doesn't have a direction. And he was also within 5 feet of everyone. So that was excellent.
It was amazing.
Ben is also one who had to go on his own little side quest. So I went golfing with him one day and I gave him a riddle to get out of his side quest. And it took him over 4.5 hours to solve said riddle.
What's the riddle?
He was trapped in a room in a cell. There are no windows, no doors. There is just a mirror, and you have to find a way to get out.
Through the mirror.
Right. So clearly you have to go through the mirror, but it's how? So you have to look at your reflection. And he was trying to talk to his reflection or trying to find holes in the walls and things like that. And it took him probably a week after we finished this golf round to come back to me with an answer. It was amazing.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely
amazing.
Love that.
See, okay, fun stuff.
So, have you started reading any of the haul you guys got from Lit RPG Con other than Discount Dan? Because I know you've been reading Discount Dan.
So, for context, as Richie took us through the vendor hall, he stacked us with books that we needed to read.
You can see it behind us.
RPG.
This is all other than we have Matt Dinneman right here, but all of this is Lit RPG behind us. All of these books.
So that plus an extra special reading list that had another, I want to say 100 books on it.
Yeah.
That we have yet to go through. And so Liz and I have started to dive down the rabbit hole. She's finished the first 2 Discount Dan.
I also finished Sword and Thistle. By the author Steve Rowland. That was my favorite part of Lit RPG Con. All of our DCC friends know that the author Steve Rowland is a troll stripper, but he is also an actual author, which is amazing. And so I got one of his books signed, Sword and Thistle, and I loved it. So that was the first one I actually read, and I finished it. It's a relatively easy read, and I loved it. So
also
love that.
Liz reads very quickly and has a job that gives her a lot of downtime where she can read.
Yeah, if I'm on a plane, I take a couple books with me and I can knock them out pretty quick. So
yep. So with my job, I either have no time or all the time in the world. And for the last, I want to say 8 or 9 months, I've just been in I have absolutely no time. So I would say 90% of the way through Shadowcroft, which is a book that's by James A. Hunter and Aaron Michael Ritchie.
He's great. Love both of those. Both of those guys are great.
Aaron calls you layover Liz, and I love that so much.
He heard about my job and in the flights. And so he was like, yeah, because he remembered because we saw him again at Dragon Con. And he's like, yeah, you travel for work. And I was like, yeah, because we had been talking about it. That's how we got to Lit RPG Con is I was traveling. We flew up on Miles, this, that, and the other. And then he goes, you're Layover Liz.
And so now that's what we call her at home.
Layover Liz. I was like, all right, I like alliteration, so I'm fine with it.
I love Aaron so much. And
also, did you know he used to have Viking hair?
This is Liz's favorite fact about Aaron.
Yeah.
He showed me a picture. He's like, oh, this was me. And it has this
TikTok.
It's only him
with long blonde hair.
What is happening? He's like, oh yeah, I had Viking hair. And I'm like,
which if you're liking Shadowcroft Academy, there's a spinoff series that he wrote with Nathan Amy called Audit Team 6 is the first one. I'm trying to remember what the actual series is called. I think it's the Dungeon Accountants, but it is they're protecting incredible. The dungeon. It's so funny, and it is
okay.
So
I didn't
good.
realize there was a spin-off series, so we'll
have to add that to the list.
I'm loving it.
Adorable.
I think it's on the list that I have for you guys because I have the list for both of you, and then I have the list for Liz, and then I have the list for Mia because.
And the reason why Richie did that is because we have different special interests. Liz, while I like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, that's Liz's bread and butter. She really loves.
I love the fantasy,
dragons, and while I like that, my sort of my leaning is romantasy / hardcore smut. So Richie gave me a different list than Liz because Liz doesn't always appreciate that.
And
Just
on that list, you
hard
actually
pressed
won one of the giveaways that happened at Lit RPG Con, and I can't remember. I think you didn't get Alpha World. Which one did you get from Daniel?
Liz won.
I won. No, it was
the complete set.
It was this one. Hang on. Dungeon Walkers is what
Dungeon
I won.
Walkers,
I won
that's
the
what it
complete
was.
set.
On it.
It's got
Pretty
key
excited.
cats on it. I won the complete set of Dungeon
That's a good one.
Walkers by
Which
Daniel
Shinhofen.
Shinhofen.
Yeah.
I said that right. Yes.
So that one
looks
is,
cute.
I'm pretty sure it's Fade to Black. I don't remember if that one is like explicit or not, but a lot of their series is pretty cough spicy. So
Yeah, so those ended up on my list.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And they're like really good, but also I wasn't ready for them when I went into it because Geneva actually recommended it to me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna love this one." I was like, "Cool."
Well, yeah. It's like when people recommend ACOTAR to their parents, and I'm like, why would you do that?
It's when my aunt, who worked in a library at our high school, was like, "Hey, Rich, what's this ACOTAR book?" And I was like, "That's in the library."
Why do people recommend this stuff to their family?
Absolutely not. My sister is in the book club, and honestly, that's about all I could handle. Is my youngest sister is in the book club.
It's pretty
also.
amazing.
And it's fine. Like with my sisters, it's no big deal. I did grow up in a very religious background. So honestly, if my mom loves reading. I get my love of reading. Honestly, both of my parents do. But if my mom were to read something like ACOTAR, first of all, I don't think honestly she would understand most of the references.
But yeah.
Like honestly, she is the most like beautiful spirit, like person. Like she is such a good person. She wouldn't get any of the references. She would not understand. She would ask me to explain it to her, which I would not be able to do.
And
obviously.
in the book club, we did read from Blood and Ash once, and I really like Castile and that energy. And Liz's sister almost had my head because she thought that Castile was abusive.
He is abusive.
Whatever.
It's the whole morally gray versus
So
and obviously we have different feelings about that, but it's really funny to see the differences in opinions. But then if someone like my mom, if I would never recommend any of that to my mother.
And Charles did invite his mom to a book club once.
That's right. She came to book club,
and
didn't
she's
she?
A very British, very, very upper
proper British. She's so cute though.
And she read the book and joined in on the conversation. So
right.
What book was that? I don't remember.
It was
one that he picked. Was it the murder mystery? The Thursday Murder Club.
The Thursday Murder Club, which they are making into a TV show.
And that one obviously has no. That one has no.
But I would not invite my parents, nor your parents.
No.
Although I love your parents.
My parents are great.
Let me pause. But for anybody who is just joining us now, we are actually live on YouTube with Richie on his Chattin' Stats podcast. So the reason why you're not seeing the other person on the other side of the phone is because we're actually live on YouTube right now. So if you're joining us on TikTok, please feel free. Kenneth has put the link in the chat to jump over to that and join us live on YouTube.
Because Richie's there and he's looking great, ladies. Yeah. So there you go, Richie. Just throw that out for you. It's the for me. I love that. I don't know where this comes from.
It's an ooh thing.
Is that what it is?
And I'm not going to make the noises.
Precious. Look at me.
No, so precious. Love that. Sorry, I totally derailed the conversation there.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Happens a lot.
I appreciate you ladies so much. And I'm so happy you were able to join us at Lit RPG Con. And you have
it was so fun.
Joined us on this magical shit show of an adventure because good God.
We like it. It's so much fun though.
And there's loot.
And we get so much loot. Are you kidding? I have enough books for at least the next
every time that we go somewhere with Richie or we go to a con, it's like our own little quest and we do come home with loot, which I really appreciate that about the lit RPG genre.
Oh yeah.
Then it's in real life, I'm getting stuff.
Yeah. And then everybody, one of the biggest things that we both talked about, and I think we've talked about with you a few times, everybody at Lit RPG Con felt like family. every single person was so excited to be there, was so happy to talk to everybody else, and then wanted to recommend everybody else too. Like everybody was like, yeah, if you like my book, if you like this book, check out these 5 people. And those 5 people wanted to give 5 more people. And it was this big circle of everybody just showing love and excitement to everybody.
Speaking of which, because Richie knows everything, someone on TikTok mentioned Forge of Eternity. Can you explain to me what that is?
If it's the one I'm thinking it is, let me double check, because the amount of books I go through.
Oh, I'm sure. So many. I mean, I've got a list over here of all the ones that I need to keep going to. There's a lot.
What I read on
there's a lot.
That's on my other phone because I just got my personal phone back.
This
Making me work.
Making you work. Come on, Richie.
I have 2 phones because I have my work phone and I have my personal phone.
So special. I have 1 phone and it's dying. I need a new one.
So I always have had 2 phones for work. And someone, I think I was in an airport, once asked me, like, who has 2 phones besides a drug dealer? And I just said, yes. And that was it.
Okay, well, what's really funny is everybody thinks I am a drug dealer because of my job. My own family thought I was a drug dealer until I got my dad and my sisters doing the same job. Like I've had them on jobs.
Now they know she's a drug dealer.
Now they know. But no, my dad was very worried and like had an intervention with me because he thought that I was running illegal substances across borders, and it's airplane parts. I run airplane. If anybody's asked, like, my job, I literally deliver airplane parts. If an airplane breaks down, I take the part to fix it. That's my whole job. I travel all over the world with all sorts of stuff, but airplane parts is my bread and butter. So that's what I travel with the most.
Forge of Eternity, I have not actually read. That's one that's on my list, but it's not one
We've stumped Richie.
We stumped him.
You stumped me. Good job. Now, if you would ask me, like,
somebody on TikTok did, but
I was going to say, I saw the comment because I did.
To get into.
I did pull up oh no, it locked the screen. I did pull up the live.
Oh no. Oh yay. I love it.
I saw it on there and I was like, that one looks familiar. I wonder if that's one I've read. No, it's one that I've seen in the groups. It's just been on my TBR because, oh my God, I could probably fill the convention hall with my TBR on how many books Joel and I have to get through to get ready for the show.
I love it. I mean, you have almost a year, but that's a lot of books. It's a lot of books. I have a lot of books. I have enough books until next year, at least. So until next Lit RPG Con.
I have over 400 books on my shelf. I have 4 full bookshelves.
I have less.
Did you know that if you have 1,000 books, that makes you a library?
Oh, okay. I need 600 more. So
yeah,
hey,
we'll get
team.
you. We gotta get Richie a library.
I have an app called the Bookshelf app where I scan every single book that comes into this house, and I like tell myself what shelf it is on, or that it's on the mantle or next to the raccoon lamp or whatever, so that if my house ever does burn down, I have a history of every single book that I've owned.
I love that so much.
I grew up I grew up in a family, like I said, both of my parents read, and they actually when you walk into my parents' house downstairs, like it's a split level downstairs in the corner, it is the library. I've always grown up and I thought it was very normal
to have a library
because I grew up with like, it's honestly, it's a finished basement. It's not like, it wasn't like but my dad built these beautiful hardwood bookshelves and he put the lights in them and everything. And I grew up with a library because my dad and my mom both collect a ton of books. And so like, you go to the library, downstairs. And I grew up with a library. And so I thought that was very normal. And then my friends would come over, they're like, oh my God, you have a library. And I'm like, yeah, don't you?
We have officially run out of bookshelf space in this house. So I've got bookshelves, I've got a bookshelf cupboard, I've got tea carts that are filled with books now. We've got the mantle that's filled with books now.
There's a lot of books.
So Kenneth's next project is to build a wall of bookcases that includes a hidden door and a rolling ladder so that I can pretend to be Princess Belle.
Like when she slides across the ladder and she's looking for her books.
I love it so much. That is
amazing.
I need more.
It's like the goal to be the princess, right? And then to have all the bookshelves. Like everybody's like, oh, the beast kept her captive.
a real life
did.
Disney princess.
Love libraries.
So
Just give her a library.
But there's a library. You what, Richie?
Mia is just the real life Disney princess.
Pretty much.
So-
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now you're doing it too. I feel like I need to do this.
Yeah. Did you see that I started with the Princess Way?
I did this, and that was this. All
I
of
was
the
gonna say
things.
at Lit RPG Con, I was just doing like the lean back and like kicking my foot out when doing this. So I'm like, cause I'm
adorable. That's the
delight.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
I think it's actually like a.
Yeah, doesn't she?
I think Snow White is like a both hands high princess, and Cinderella is a high low princess. I think Tiana is a double low princess. Each. Never.
Now we're
Merida is
getting into
I'm
princess lore.
She's a bold princess, and I like her.
Never mind.
Hey, no, we can get into princess lore. Let's do it. I'm sure that'll tie
love
back
it.
to dark romance at some point.
Wait, we have a princess lore book. Here it is. Matt introduced us. It was The Power That Lies
Yes.
Within, and this one is about Cinderella, right?
It's a
I think
Cinderella
so.
story.
That one's also on my
tied
list.
it back in. What?
I need to
Here.
read that
Good job.
one.
By Tony Brooks.
It is positively the prettiest book that we got.
Honestly, it's the hardback. It's beautiful. So I haven't
Gorgeous
read this
cover.
one yet, but it's Cinderella book 1.
I need to get
That's a
that
good one. Yeah. Sorry, I tied it back in. I did so good. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm back. I didn't want it to fall. I know. So much happening.
There's a lot happening. Sorry, I'm still like dying over here from being sick. I was supposed to start
Please don't
stumbling up,
die.
and I can't because sick.
So you can be the banana slug.
Richard the banana slug. He's kind of a dick.
Did you know that I met a guy? He was a park ranger for like, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. I met him at the airport like 2 weeks ago. And I forgot to tell you this. Is something
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I don't think I know. I don't think I've heard this story yet.
It was on my last trip to London. I met him while I was waiting in the airport, and we were talking, and he mentioned he was a park ranger. I'm like, that's like so super cool. Like you get to be out there in the middle of nowhere. And he says one of the things, it was like in the Pacific Northwest. So I don't know where I thought banana slugs were from, but he said one of the things they used to do to like haze the new guys or whatever was they would catch a banana slug and make them lick it. Because it would
lick it.
Because your tongue goes numb. Apparently they secrete it's a defense mechanism, but it's a venom, and it makes your tongue and your lips go numb. And so like after you like, and it wasn't just like a little lick, you'd have to like and like then
Don't
like your
give
mouth
Rec
would go numb.
any ideas.
Okay. First of all,
So I thought that was hilarious, and I meant to tell you that like
okay, first of all,
last week.
you didn't tell me this, and I feel like you should have, because just picking up a slug and licking it is something that I might do in the woods.
Okay, we went hiking to tell a story. And growing up, I did a lot of hiking, a lot of outdoor stuff. And like we would do like with the park rangers, and they would show you like, this plant is edible, this plant is not.
So when we went hiking, Liz was pointing out to me things that are not edible or that are edible. So when we found one that was edible, I ate it.
And then I said, no, that is the not edible one. It was the bright orange mushroom. I said, it looks like chicken of the woods, but it's not. And she still picked it up and took a bite. I was like, what are you doing? I literally just told you no.
I have lived to tell the tale. But also, do you know that if you bite into a Benadryl, your tongue goes numb?
I did not.
I did not know.
Yeah, I
That.
found that out yesterday.
That's weird. But apparently licking a banana slug will do it too. So that was like a random, and it made me think of Richie. I'm like, Richie's a banana slug.
Well, now we got Rec in the chat. So
I love that so
lick
much.
a crocheted one.
You do. I mean, you could probably use one of the little. I got the little plastic one with the QR code on the bottom. That one's cool.
I have a ton of those apparently that were just in my pocket. So
I found one in the washing machine the other day. I don't know how it got there, but it was in the washing machine.
You guys don't check your pockets when you run things through the wash.
I always check my pockets.
yeah, I check my pockets. I forgot about this
Kenneth's
one because
pocket.
I was coming home from a con and I was on sleep brain. So
Sleep brain will do it. I understand. I'm on sleep brain right now. It's great.
it is, but we'll start wrapping it up here soon, so that way you can get some rest because girl, you need it.
I have coffee,
All right.
so I am great.
Well, in the spirit of wrapping it up soon, I just wanted to make sure that we squeeze in the fact that we are going to be doing another giveaway.
I was actually getting ready to ask you about that. So yeah, beat me to it. How many copies of this inevitable ruin do you have?
How many?
How many copies did you guys get?
In total, many.
Because we went up to visit Matt Dinneman in LA, and we ended up with a few more copies than we thought we were going to.
Yeah,
so that's exciting.
We received a few more in the mail, signed copies. So we will have, in total, there might be 8.
There might be total 8. But one of them is specifically for Mia because it says Mia. So that's hers. We're not giving that one away.
Hers.
Yes. And then I have one. It doesn't say Liz, but I could put that in there. We'd probably do the big I like Matt does. There we go.
So you're going to start forging his.
Forge his signature. No, I'm just kidding. But
the ones we have are not forged. They're legit.
They are all legit. Yeah, but we are working on actually maybe getting the entire set as a giveaway also, an entire signed set. So that's something that it will be in the future. So it won't be now.
So we're doing a current giveaway.
That's this right here.
Those individuals who have not seen our post yet. It's essentially a hide and seek,
scavenger hunt.
It's
going to be great.
AKA like the scavenger's daughter. So you should start following a lot of your other favorite authors, favorite voice narrators, and watching their content because you might be hearing our name or seeing some of our content pop up in their videos or on their pages.
Yep.
So once you find us on their pages in their content, you'll come back to our page and let us know what you have found. And that's what gets you entries into this particular giveaway for this signed copy of this inevitable ruin. I feel like Shanna White.
Love it.
We will continue to have giveaways up until next Lit RPG Con, and that's where we hope to be giving away
the
full signed set of Dungeon Crawler Carl books from Matt Dinneman.
Yeah, and we also have a lot of other, entries. Like it won't just be you have to go look. There's going to be normal entry videos like what we've been doing with Kenneth's reindeer.
There will indeed be more reindeer games. Speaking of which, Liz has cat vomit on one of her reindeer slippers.
No, I don't.
You do. It's right there. And I did so good not to say anything until right now. But you've got cat vomit.
Why would you tell me that? I have a reindeer slipper.
Well,
there it is.
You were going to pick it up and show the camera. I didn't want you to grab your slipper and touch cat vomit.
It's my reindeer slipper. Now I'm upset. Ew. I have cats, man. I have 2 cats that love me so much. They want to show me, but it's like what Princess Donut does with vomiting on Carl's pillow, except it's like apparently my slippers.
Cats. Am I right? Sorry.
Cats.
So
well, we have a Grady Bolt cat.
We do have a fun number of giveaways planned. So
yes, absolutely.
That's
and we're working with several different authors.
We have multiple sets of reindeer slippers. I got us all matching sets for last Christmas. So
reindeer. That's a clean reindeer slipper. Take the dirty one.
Kenneth reindeer slipper.
It's the wrong slippers.
It's the wrong foot. It's the wrong pizza.
Now I have a cold foot.
You always have cold feet.
It happens. Okay, well,
Lord.
You can't see it. It's fine. Yeah, I can't see it. That's pretty funny now.
But we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, what was that?
I was gonna say we're working with not only with that giveaway, but there will be so many more. Also, we're working with several other authors, like what we were talking about. There's a lot of authors who want you to read their stuff.
And Sound Booth Theater.
So yes,
there will be more to come.
There's a lot more to come. So this is the one that we're starting with another signed copy of this Inevitable Ruin. We're going to be branching out to a whole bunch of stuff. We're pretty excited. There's a lot.
I got a couple of ideas that I've pitched to Kenneth. So,
ooh,
we'll see.
More stuff. I love it.
Specifically, like, hey, talk to these people. So,
oh, okay, that's exciting.
But yeah, so
and we do have confirmation from some of those people that
they're ready.
We're pretty excited.
Yeah, Gary Furlong.
We're being very secretive about it now, but you what?
I said Gary Furlong said he hated me. So,
but then he said how much he loved you afterwards.
No. Yeah, Gary is an absolute delight.
Crap, Richie, but it's because they're showing their affection in that manner.
Exactly.
Which is so funny because everywhere we went at Lit RPG Con and at Dragon Con with you, I think you probably got like 30 hugs every time we walked into a room. Everybody knew you. Everybody wanted to hug you, shake your hand, give you a fist bump. Like Everybody.
Richie is the belle of the ball when we go to Lit RPG.
Literally, we need to put
People
you in a
would
yellow
be,
dress and everything.
like doing signings and everything. I would just go up, throw a mic on
I
him, and be like, "Hey, just act normal."
Such kid.
What's up?
What?
Nothing.
No, hold on. Run that back.
Hey, you can play it back.
You play it back later. It's fine.
Fine. I don't like that.
Yes, you do.
Shh, don't judge me. Anyways, so obviously Lit RPG Con is going to be a blast this year. We're going to have a lot of amazing people. They are taking applications right now, and I think they have like over 100 applications already, which is insane.
Awesome.
Tickets are already on sale, so I've already got my ticket.
It's doing so well. We had so much fun. It was amazing.
It's a blast, and I can't wait to make that like my main con of the year, because it used to be Dragon Con was my main con, but I don't know. Lit RPG Con is just
I will say
right
Lit
there.
RPG Con was so much more enjoyable for me because of the interactions that we got and how we got to talk to everybody, and it didn't feel like I was being suffocated in a giant like room full of people.
Right.
Which is what Dragon Con feels like a lot. I mean, if you've ever been to Dragon Con or New York Comic Con or any of the big ones, you know, like even what was the one we went up to, Kenneth, in Kentucky, Lexington Comic Con? Even that one was big enough where it just, there's a lot going on. So, but yeah, anyway, like back to all of the giveaways and stuff. Those are going to probably start tomorrow morning. We'll start getting videos up for entries with all of my whites. It's going to be great.
Wait to see everyone, because I have my notifications turned on, because
Amazing.
I got to make sure the ladies get their boost and everything, because we want more content. The content's good.
You're so great.
You guys do amazing content. Like, let's be real.
Thank you. Well, I'm most proud. Well, there are two things that I'm most proud of in our content. The first has nothing to do with Lit RPG Con or Dungeon Crawler.
I'm posting this one again tonight.
It is a Scooby-Doo Harry Potter mashup where we're like running through hallways as Harry Potter characters. I'm very
seen
proud
that
of
one.
This video.
That one is a good one.
It's one of my favorites. And the other one that is my most favorite is, as soon as I heard the Wonder Crawl song, I knew we needed to make like an 80s montage. And so
we did the music video
twice. And I really love them. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to repost the Scooby-Doo one tonight, the Scooby-Doo Harry Potter, because that whole first part of us running back and forth was done in one take.
It was pretty great.
We were so cool. It's
awesome.
amazing. I'm going to post it. Yeah,
I will say one of my favorite videos you guys have done is the Pepe Silve video. That is one of my because it's one of my
hard on that one.
It's one of my favorite, like, It's Always Sunny like moments.
It's a deep cut. It's a deep cut. If you haven't seen It's Always Sunny, like, you might not understand the reference and just think that we're being weirdos. But if you've seen the Always Sunny episode, you realize Kenneth took the script. He took the actual script. And the only thing he changed he changed it, to Samantha, like he changed the characters. And obviously, we're in the dungeon. Instead of blood like a stuck pig, it was blood like a stuck orc. So he took the actual script and just made it Dungeon Crawler Carl for us. So
it was wild.
It was a whole thing. And I was so proud of that video.
My walls are still mangled because they still have like
where he put the murder board up.
Where he put the murder board up. My wall's Frankenstein.
It's amazing.
I'm not happy.
It's funny. It's fun. I have to like take like the little putty and then like paint it. It's gonna have to happen.
I'll make a trip to come down and help Kenneth patch the holes in the.
Thank you. We can also paint my ceiling at the same time. It's white and it's driving me nuts.
She doesn't like the white ceiling, so it's gonna turn the dark green color of the walls.
Oh, that's
gonna be like we're in a box.
I just have my LED strip going around in my elementary school colors. I just realized.
Yeah, you're like a 14-year-old boy.
He actually legitimately printed, though, like 300 pages of murder board material. And it's it's all actual like deep dives from the characters and the gods and the references and how they match up. So it's all actual. It's an actual murder board full of stuff.
I love that.
He really doesn't like it when we call it a murder board because then it makes him sound crazy.
I don't think he cares. Do you care? He cares a little bit.
I don't know. I called it a murder board.
I feel like he just went like this. Kind of. So,
You know.
but we're coming up on that hour mark. So I just want to start by saying, ladies, thank you so much for doing this. I know this was kind of last minute, but we had a good time.
Well, it was supposed to happen yesterday, and then I ran away to Boise, Idaho.
Are always going to be last minute with Liz because her job requires her to do things on the fly.
Well, I also will only, because I fly, I also will only get a job offer when I have something planned.
Right.
Literally, that's the only time. My older sister figured that out for me, and she started making plans with me weekly, and it helps me get jobs because I always have to cancel my plans with my older sister, which is really sad. But I'm working.
Anyway, Richie, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
We have loved this. Thank you for all of our followers on TikTok who have jumped onto YouTube to join
the Chattin Stats.
And for those of you who stayed on TikTok, also thank you for tuning in and listening to half the conversation. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on your guys' channel as well, because I've been enjoying like our little lives that we get to do, even though
I can't do it. We love having you. You're great.
Yeah, Richie, we wouldn't have gotten halfway through lit RPG into this genre, into this community without you. So just a huge thank you. We love that you loved our content enough to meet us in person.
To bring us in.
Yeah. So glad that you did and that we're now part of the family.
I'm willing to always bring people more lit RPG. That is what Joel says is my superpower. And that's part of the reason we started doing this show. So...
Aww.
And
maybe next time we can get Joel back on here. I know he's sleeping right now, but maybe next time we'll get Joel back on here. He's cool. We like Joel too. He's cool.
It's just
This
is our thing.
Never mind, Joel. Sorry, buddy.
I don't know how to tell Joel he got fired. So
He's been fired from Chattin.
I'm kidding. I couldn't do the show without him. But
you
we do have
to move out.
But we do have fun news that Reckwell is actually going to be the third official member of the channel. So we're going to start rotating hosts and everything. So there will be episodes with me and Joel, then episodes with me and Rec, and then Rec and Joel. And it's a whole thing, which
Rec and Joel sounds like a sitcom.
Right?
Doesn't it? Rec and Joel? Like that sounds like a sitcom. Rec and Joel on Chattin Stats.
Well, they got to like really kick it off at the hospital when I was dying of food poisoning. So
oh no,
that was
terrible.
That was our Sunday night adventure at Lit RPG Con. After everyone went to bed, I was like, "Yeah, I'm dying. I need to go to the hospital." And thus,
Kenneth, we're getting reverb. Stop it.
We're getting reverb.
Turn it off.
I don't hear it.
Okay, did you hear it?
We can hear you. Kenneth was IT was doing something weird in the background.
IT was goofing off and not paying attention to what was happening. Freaking IT, man. God, these guys.
But no, I want to say thank you guys so much for being on. This was such a fun time, even though I'm not my enthusiastic normal self because I'm still recovering from being sick.
Who, as he coughs, he's dying.
Yep. I'm still dying. It's that time of year.
Richie, rest up, rest your voice. We know that you've got a lot of voice acting and filming to be doing coming up. So we want you to be well rested for that. Thank you so much for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we'd love to come back sometime.
We would love to have you on. And we'll probably do something in prep for Lit RPG Con to get ready for it next year and everything. Because we're going to be, I think we might do a live from Lit RPG Con like we tried to do last year, but I'm driving.
That'd be amazing.
This year, so I can bring the setup. I can bring all the stuff we need. So I'm going to talk with Geneva and Emily.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Solar's in the back.
If you guys aren't watching the YouTube, you just missed it. Richie's cat just jumped up, so it's a cat.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the Solar girl. But I think we're driving this year, so I'm gonna bring my whole setup. We're gonna see if we can rent one of the like office rooms that was right there next to the registry, like booth area.
Yeah.
And see what fun we can get up to. And I have a few games I'm gonna pitch.
And by fun, you mean trouble.
Always trouble.
There's going to be some Chattin Stats filming. There's going to be some Stats After Dark filming. There's going to be a lot of stuff.
Stats After Dark.
Stats After Dark. So, okay. So I haven't talked about this yet. So I get to. So we have always made the joke that we were going to make a spicy site and call it Stats After Dark, is where we talk
Amazing.
about like the spicy
email
books. So it's the whole show is like us, but we're pantsless. But you can't see that, obviously.
But you're pantsless.
You're
Yes.
pantsless.
I don't think I could keep my day job if I did that. So I'll be
No.
opting out of that.
No.
Could be
You wouldn't
pantsless right
see
now,
it.
and you don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Not.
see it. You're not pantsless. I can see because of this
Oh, the
one.
TikTok he can
TikTok
see.
can
Yeah.
see. Okay.
But we have turned it into the dark romance, like spicy part of the show, where I'm getting Edie Skye, Melissa Olthoff, Marisa Wolf, Casey Azell, who are the Feral Ladies over on YouTube.
The Feral Ladies.
Feral
I want
Squad.
to be part of that group. I just want to be feral. I like
I'm
that.
gonna let them host because they like their spicy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let them
Amazing.
do their thing. So that's
We love it.
Feral
And
was
they
one of my
are-
nicknames growing up.
That doesn't
Same.
surprise me.
same.
That checks.
But we're gonna let them have their space on the channel, and I think we're gonna talk the Hades and Persephone series, like to start, which not really a dark
Amazing.
romance, but oh my god, it is spicy. Oh yeah, it's spicy.
Start to read that one. There was one we started to read.
So, if we go to like Greek mythology or Roman mythology, Hades Persephone is like my number one thing. And so I've read a lot in that genre. I did, unbeknownst to me, recommend it's something in pomegranates.
Something in pomegranates.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
She's gonna
I'm
find
referencing
it.
the bookshelf.
There was promises in pomegranates.
And pomegranates.
Okay,
Which is it's a Hades Persephone retelling, but apparently there's actually no magic in it. It's just smut, and I guess like there are tropes that are in it that are Hades Persephone. But anyway, I recommended it to our book club, and then after getting halfway through it in day one, realized it had no fantasy element at all, and stopped production. Like messaged the group chat, was like, nobody read this, nobody buy this. It's just for me, please. Yes, also my sister is in the book club and her husband, and they bring their like 2-year-old son, and so I did not want to be discussing this with them, and so I needed to X-nay that really quickly.
She did,
so
and then
check out
If anybody's got a Hades Persephone recommendation for me, if I haven't already read it, I'm down.
Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. That's
Oh,
the
I've
one.
read all of those.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we're doing. So
Oh yeah, from both perspectives. I'm in.
Yeah.
Love it.
I have actually I'm looking at a Game of Gods and a Game of Retribution right now. Or no, a Game of Fate. Sorry, I don't have Game of Gods yet. So
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
one.
just wait. Just wait. Oh.
I've read them all except for a Game of Gods. So I've done the final book in the Hades and Persephone series. I just didn't do book 3 from Hades' point of view.
Perspective though.
What's that?
You haven't gotten it through Hades' perspective yet though.
Not book 3, but book 4 of the Hades and Persephone series. I did finish, and it does kind of go back and forth between Hades and Persephone's point of view. They like combined it for that last one, which in audio, it made me very upset because the entire series was done from the point of view of Hades and Persephone, or it was done from like Persephone's point of view. So it was female narrator the entire time, where like a Game of Fate and those books were done from Hades' perspective, and it was a male narrator the entire time. And then they did the mix where
they split.
And I was like, oh, because I didn't care for his voice for Persephone. I was like, that sounds nothing like what she was even trying to do. And it made some of the scenes. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't bother me one bit.
That's so funny.
If I was reading it, it wouldn't have bothered me, but it was the audio. It was the switching.
But you're listening to it and you're just like, cringe.
Yeah, a little
Doesn't
bit.
bother me.
Still a
That's
great
funny.
read, though. But we'll go ahead and end it here. So we do have some exciting
Okay,
shows.
I got a tiny dog.
Digress.
As we digress, my
So-
tiny dog.
But again, Richie, thank you very much for having us.
Hey,
Thank you.
ladies, for both being on. Before we sign off, we do have some schedule updates for the show. We will be doing a launch party with Ryan Maxwell on the 28th to talk about his launch of the audio for Grand System Vending, which is a fantastic
Amazing.
read if you haven't done it. Narration is done by Steve Campbell, and we absolutely love Steve. We do have an episode with Annie Ellicott from Sound Booth Theater coming up on Halloween, I think is what we're
Love
shooting
her.
for. She's amazing. Love her to death.
Yep.
and she said yes to a Halloween episode. I just got to confirm. We also have Hunter Mythos coming on very soon, as well as the Gary Furlong, because we love Gary. We're going to be talking about Restarting the Apocalypse by Michael Chatfield that he narrates, and oh my God, does he kill it. So,
amazing.
We got some fun stuff planned, but that's all for tonight. Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show. I hope you both have a very wonderful night. I will end the stream and we'll get to chat for just a little bit more before I have to go get ready for bed. But everyone tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you, of course, Liz and Mia, aka Ginger and the Foxes, on TikTok. If you're not following them already, please go follow them because they make some amazing, fantastic content. And we need to get more of that. So everyone, have an amazing night, and we will see you next time.
Bye.